guys, we are back for another Dokkan battle video. So the global 6-year anniversary is in full swing. We are actually closing in on the end of the global anniversary tonight. So I don't know. I think 17 and Goku and Frieza. Well, actually, I could just look at the countdown. I think what are they, like 19, 18 hours away or something like that for global Dokkan time recording this? 17 hours away, basically. At the time I'm recording this for global Dokkan. What I'm going to do for this video is I'm just going to sort of tell you guys when part 3 of the global 6-year anniversary is coming and all of the events that you can expect to come. So if we just go ahead and take a look, here's the JP. JP third part of the 6-year anniversary. If we go to part 2, right, and then let's take a look at the top legendary summon banner came out on the 16th, right? So that, of course, would be, tonight, the top legendary summon banner is going to come out on Global Dokkan. So the 16th, and then if we go ahead and take a look at part 3, we'll see that the major events started on the 22nd. So that's 6 days later, right? So if we go ahead and go to Global Dokkan and we take a look at the top legendary summon banner right here, starts on the 25th. So, okay, 25th/20, because it's like tonight. They come out on the 26th, even though it says like the 26th for me, but you guys get what I'm saying. So it'll be 6 days later. So they should come out in like part 3 will be on like the 31st/the 1st, right? Like when the events drop, like when Goku and Frieza's EZA officially drops and stuff like that, it should be August 1st my time, right? Like Eastern time zone. So that's when you can expect this to happen. It'll be like, in like the West Coast of the United States, it'll be the 31st, but for the rest of the world, it'll basically be August 1st. When part 3 of the 6th year anniversary is going to arrive on global, right? And there is a lot of good stuff. Part 3 has got a lot of sort of like meat and potatoes right here, because we get a ton of EZAs for very good units. Now, several of these EZA characters become major legitimate options, right? That art of Golden Frieza is not the greatest right there, by the way. Okay. So there's a third one of these little like sort of like co-op campaigns right here. I believe this one is just for doing stages. Of the EZA area, right? Just beat the EZA area. And then I think, it's just EZA area. Yeah, I thought that maybe the Goku and Frieza stage counted as well, but it looks like it's just do the EZA area. They just want you to EZA the free-to-play units. Then you get this really sick, nasty wallpaper right here, Goku and Frieza versus Jiren, which does look pretty cool. This one is... honestly, I felt like this is the worst one of the 3, this sort of like co-op campaign. I think the ones in part 1 and 2 were a lot more like fun, because it's like, you were actually able to like grind up certain stages and get points. The one from part 2 of the anniversary is, use Reps Universe 7 characters and you're getting points. I loved that one. I thought that one was really, really fun, because I was like grinding links while getting points, right? So it definitely felt good. Okay, so... then LR Goku and Frieza have an EZA that drops. Now remember, on JP, this was the very first summonable LR EZA that had dropped, right? This was our introduction to it. This one was pretty tough, I remember. I mean, obviously, if you've got, like, Team Universe 7, Evolution Blue Vegeta, some of these characters, you'll destroy it, right? Because you want LRs to do the extra damage, and then Universal Survival Saga characters get, like, damage decreased. I mean, obviously, this, for the 80th, 100th, millionth event, we can use Tech Khalifa here. And she, of course, will be able to cuck out the Goku and Frieza. They're not going to be able to damage Tech Khalifa since they are a Universal Survival Saga enemy. And, of course, this is a 10-stage EZA, right? And then after you beat stage 10, you'll be able to EZA your LR Goku and Frieza. It's just the thing is that Universal Survival Saga, this is a really, really easy category to sort of build a team to beat this event. And UI Goku is still a major option in here with his, propensity to crit, as well as having all of the dodges and stuff like that, right? So, UI Goku is definitely going to be a good option here even still, right? But obviously, like, there's several like events that almost seemingly are designed directly to hard counter UI Goku, right? Think of the GT Legendary Goku event is one. There's also this EZA right here, and then also the Wars of Universe 7 Infinite Dragon Ball History stage. all 3 of those stages seemingly are built to sort of like counteract how dominant this guy is, which all that does is then just make Vegeta God for the event, right? So this is another event where Vegeta is basically the best character in the game for this event, right? Again, Vegeta compared to UI Goku compares very unfavorably, but that doesn't make him bad. He is still, like, in terms of usage, all the categories he's on, all the difficult content he helps on, like, all the teams he's on, all these missions for all these stages, the fact that he covers UI, like, again, the one weakness of UI Goku is tech enemies that can disable dodge. Vegeta's the ultimate counter to that exact type of enemy, so... All right, do not sleep on Vegeta. People, again, my boy Iggy was telling me, like, yeah, it's just global players who had never used Vegeta, so, like, they were calling him bad, but then once he drops on global and they're all using him, they're like, oh, he's really good. That people can actually start putting respect on him, which I feel like has happened. I have not seen the Vegeta slander, because people were, like, telling me I was a moron for saying that Vegeta is better than STR Vegeta, right? I haven't really seen quite as much, I would say, aggression for that point since then, right? Now, I'm going to do a full-on video sort of breaking down all of the, Part 3 units, all these EZA characters and how good they are. What I will say about LR, Goku, and Frieza is that they have done very good by them in terms of their EZA. It's funny, like, Int LR Gohan, like, he just did not get the same love that this unit got and STR Broly got. It's very weird. It's like they were very scared of Int LR Gohan. Like, it's like they didn't even want to touch him at all. They were scared. They'd do anything, and he's like the dominant unit of the game. But, I mean, who cares, right? Like, they created STR Broly, right? Like, what are you talking about? Like, I don't understand. But this unit, every super attack, they're raising defense by 30%, which is great. They're still debuffing. One of the major increases they get is this extra defense on 18 key. Basically, with this unit, as long as you get their 18 key super attack, their defense is, 300k, 400k. They're debuffing. Their attack stats are crazy. They have this right here, which makes them really good for long, difficult events, right? Like Infinite Dragon Ball History stages, GT, Legendary Goku event, stuff like that. I imagine... after Part 3 is out, if you are a global player that struggled beating that Reps of Universe 7 stage, especially like this unit really helps out a lot, because once you start to get deep into the event, like you're easily super attacking every single time, right? Like you're not having issues with this unit getting their 18 key super attack at all in difficult content. This is just a very strong EZA. This is for free one of the 10 best units in the game. I think this character, even though I don't have them in my personal top 5, I think if you can like kind of like talk about this character as a top 5 character in the game, I think is very accurate for this character right here. Very, very good. So you definitely want to get that EZA done. Then we have this massive EZA area. 4 stages to EZA, 4 characters. They make it very easy on you because the friend that they give you is the EZA'd physical UI Goku, who, this guy is dominant. I guess I'll just quickly, briefly gloss over him. Again, we'll go in depth. I'll do a separate video going, like, super in depth for a lot of these characters, but he's stacking. He's a support type unit. He has a high chance to dodge. He has good links. I mean, this is one of the best free-to-play units in the game easily, this guy right here. And he's so good with all of these, like, best unit in the game candidates, right? Like, this guy is incredible. And the fact that they give him to you as your sort of friend unit, so, like, he's Universal Survival Saga and physical types, so you want to just build a Universal Survival Saga team. Here are all the characters you are capable of bringing into this. You can actually just build a full free-to-play team, and if you don't have your own physical UI Goku, fully done or anything like that, you could still just start with this guy right here, right? Like, this is a unit you get literally for logging in, and, like, his leader skill combined with physical UI's leader skill, like, these stages are a joke. They went out of their way to make this a very non-annoying EZA area. This should not be difficult for any players, because this guy, again, he's literally in your gift box, and you could use him as your leader, and you're good to go, right? And it's just as long as you've actually grinded the characters, right? LR Roshi. If you happen to have EGL Krillin or Skinny Boo in particular, right? Like, they will help dominate some of these stages as well. Again, this is just a very, very easy EZA area. they wanted any new players to sort of be able to come in and be able to get these characters completed, which you, again, pretty much easily can, right? Because there's so many free-to-play options that you are capable of using in here. Interesting that Cocoon, you can't use Cocoon Frieza, huh? This guy is SR. Yeah, this guy right here. Okay, whatever. Okay, so LR Roshi, I'm gonna do a level 10 links video on him. I might do, like, more content on him, just because he's so crazy. Again, remember, these characters, Goku and Frieza, and then all of these guys, their release date, should read in the future, I guess, as the 31st, right? It should say, July 31st of 2021, right? There's 31? Yeah. Or August 1st. It's the 31st/1st. I really hate that, like, they kind of, like, the time frame that Dokkan uses is like right like when events come out and stuff like that. It's right when the day changes for like most of the world, except for the one time zone that Dokkan counts itself in. I hate that so much, right? Like, it would be so much better if they just went by, like, I don't know, I don't know what the name of the time zone is, but, like, you know, where, like, Europe is. Like, if they just went by like I feel like that would probably be like the most ideal, right? Maybe not like I don't know, Britain or like London, like that time zone would probably, I think, be the most fair to like the entire world for like the sort of global player base, because that's, I mean, again, I'm not Mr. Geography, but I imagine that's in between sort of, you know, anything to the east of it and anything to the west of it, kind of. I feel like that was whatever. You get what I'm saying. You get what I'm saying. I feel like I was spitting there. Let me know if I was spitting in the comments. But yeah, this guy's dominant. Crazy good, super good, mega good, ultra good. You want him done. Tien and Roshi are, like, maybe the best unit in the game that literally no one ever talks about. This unit is so good. Like, you know, because remember, like, let's examine where they can help, like, in difficult content, right? We just got the Earthling stage of category Super Battle. This unit is godly in because they debuff and they seal. You're going to want to use LR Roshi in there. Rotation of this unit and LR Roshi is dominant in there. That will easily get you the dub, right? You know, again, lowering, attacking, and sealing. There's also the Universal Survival Saga Extreme stage that just came out, where they will be very good in. And then, of course, there's also the Reps Universe 7 GT Legendary Goku event mission. So, like, you know, difficult content like these missions and these new stages of Super Battle Road and stuff like that, this unit helps out in quite a few. So they're very, very good. And they're obviously a support type unit. They're good for they're good everywhere. This unit is crazy good. Crazy, crazy good. Now, Krillin and 18, I'm not the biggest fan of this unit. Again, I think if they had just made it to where this unit just stacked attack and defense rather than greatly stacked attack, I feel like that would have been much better for this unit. Because it's just like, this is not like a bad character, right? Like you might hear someone say like, oh, they suck, they're dog water or something like that. It's like, no, they're not that bad. You have to fully build them up before they start looking good. Once they're fully built up, right, the attack and defense is fully up, like, they look good. But the problem is, that's a long time until they start to look good, whereas you've got, they're a Reps of Universe 7 unit, basically, right? Because, again, they're another one of these combo units, right? Krillin to be on, like, Turtle School and Earthling, stuff like that, and she's on, like, Sibling Bond and Android, right? And so you just get, like, none of these category teams that they're on, that would be, you know, very helpful right there. So yeah, I would say, like, of all these, like, free-to-play sort of, like, you know, easy A units right here, this is the worst one, probably by far. Not bad, but it's, like, long events is where you want to use them, and then there's still, like, way better options on Reps and Universal Survival Saga and stuff like that. Again, this character, you can make them look good, but they're just pretty... I mean, I feel like I say mid. I could say mid. Like, when I think they're mid. Not bad, but they are mid, right? Because it's just, again, there's no spot to use them. Like, again, if this was a character that was on, like, androids, that would be very helpful, right? The problem with some of these anniversary units is that because they're combo characters, they're not on these categories that really could use help, like androids and shit like that. They're on Universal Survival Saga and Reps of Universe 7, which don't need help, so it's unfortunate for them. And then, yeah, I mean, LR Roshi, again, I might do a semi-world tour for LR Roshi upcoming in the next couple of days. Do some content. I'll take him into maybe some, like, Super Battle Road stages that are new or that I haven't really, like, utilized him a lot in, to get, like, a good look at him. Because this guy, like, I actually am at the point now where, like, I feel like there's no argument for arguing Frieza over this guy, like Prime Battle Frieza, because I think the best two free-to-play units in the game are this guy and Prime Battle Frieza. But like at this point, like I just feel like this guy is just so much better than Frieza. Like it's just he does everything, dude. Like he's 70% chance to stun. This guy seals. He's a support. He dodges. He has a revive. He has an active. So by the way, he has the best revive in the game. This is the easiest revive to activate in the game. By the way, they really should add another section. Okay, so like how like active skills have like their own section and like the cards and stuff like that. They really should make their own section for revives. I imagine that is going to happen at some point. Like we're, eventually there's going to be some update and they're going to have revive sort of like in its own section, not just like buried in like their passive. I feel like that's not the best way to do that, right? And instead like sort of like separating it like they do with active skills and transformation and stuff like that. Eventually it's something they probably are going to do, which I feel like could be a really good idea, right? So that's that. There's all those characters again. We'll talk. I feel like I ended up rambling on and on about them anyway, but we'll talk about them more later on. Okay, sorry, I'm grinding World Tournament. Last hour of the World Tournament while I'm making this. Gotta maximize my time, all right? I'm busy. Okay, so there's 4 stages left. Finally, global players, you guys get to experience real fun. Okay, so Sidra is probably... I think he probably actually is just outright the weakest god of destruction. I'm pretty sure he's just, like, the weakest one. Rumshi... Actually, I mean, I did some showcases against him. You guys know, like, this guy could be a bit of an issue. Because he does defensive debuff you, and he stuns with his super. So, whoever's in slot 1 can get really cucked out by Rumshi, right? Like, that's a powerful effect. Like, if he super attacks in slot 1 and stuns your character, right? That could definitely mess you up. Because typically, right, you're going to have your best characters in slot 1. So, bosses that can stun can be a bit annoying, a bit problematic. Jin is just sort of like, he's just like, I sort of one of these mid-level bosses, or probably one of the easier ones. Belmod, though, I mean, is like one of the strongest enemies in the game. Honestly, like outside of like, the Omega Shenron, so we're all aware that Battlefield Omega Shenron is actually the hardest and most difficult boss in the game, just because of the circumstances, right? You get no items or nothing like that. But Belmod randomly will seal characters. He will lock your characters, which is like, locking is really the strongest mechanic that enemy bosses can have, basically. And he can double super, and he lowers your defense. So Belmod does everything, right? He is very, very troublesome. Because, again, like, you only have 2 items. So it's like, yeah, you could fix, the lock sometimes, but you're not going to get a lot of leeway with this guy. The good news is that he's AGL. So, like, I feel like there's a lot of very powerful tech characters. Like, Goku and Frieza, you could, like, practically one-turn this guy if you get, like, a really good Goku and Frieza turn. So, like, that's good, right? But, like, I can imagine a lot of people are going to have troubles with this guy. Because, I mean, the combo of him sealing your strongest character, locking the rotation, and then double supering your weakest character while simultaneously lowering their defense, that's a very potent combo that's very difficult to get around. So, Belmod is tough. Belmod is by far, I think, the hardest boss in here, for sure. And then finally, I didn't, sort of like going over, new 4 God of Destruction stages, the easy area. And then also there is a new chain battle. Versus full power Jiren. Powerful Comeback, Reps Universe 7, and Universal Survival Saga are the categories. And they basically just want you to use a lot of the new anniversary units. Well, okay, yeah. A lot of the anniversary LRs is what they want. And like SCR UI, Blue Kaioken Goku Evolution, Blue Vegeta, Goku and Frieza. A lot of 17s, Golden Freezes. Roshi is in there as well, though. So, there we go. Let me know what you guys think of part 3 of the 6-year anniversary. Even though there's not a lot here, it's very good. Because you're talking about 5 very impressive EZA units. Goku and Frieza and Roshi are within, like, at least top 10 in the game range. And then, like, physical UI is ridiculously good as well. anytime you have any other sort of like Universal Survival Saga characters around. So this part 3 is very, very good, right? So let me know what you guys think. Thanks for watching, and I will catch y'all next time.